And our final award of the evening is the best Barry of the bunch, given to the greatest regular season fantasy player of the year. And it's going to be presented by someone who needs no introduction, but let's give him one anyway, right? He's a New York Times bestselling author. He hosts a hugely popular podcast. He's insanely handsome. He has his own TV show that he does each day without a co-host. And he writes intros at award shows. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Matthew Barry. Thank you so much for that introduction. Frankly, there were a few things left out, which is weird because I wrote it myself. All right, the nominees for the 2017 Fantasy Player of the Year, the best Barry of the bunch are Russell Wilson. Seattle's spark plug is once again at the top of the fantasy quarterback heap. Le'Veon Bell, Pittsburgh's workhorse, proved that training camp and preseason games are unnecessary when it comes to fantasy dominance. Antonio Brown, the other half of the Steelers' dynamic duo, once again forged a path to the playoffs for countless teams fortunate enough to be able to draft him. And the best Barry of the bunch goes to Antonio Brown. What more can we say about Antonio Brown? Well, Secret Squirrel, Antonio Brown finished as the #1 wide receiver in 2014, 2015, and 2016. And once again, entering the fantasy playoffs for 2017, the #1 wide receiver in fantasy. He's the first wideout in NFL history with 300 fantasy points in 5 straight years. No surprise that he wins the award again this year.
That is incredible. And over those 5 years where he's had 300 fantasy points, he has had 100 catches in each of those seasons. The first wide receiver ever in NFL history to do that. So it's no surprise in a PPR league how valuable he has been to NFL players.
When you think about all the big name stars that have fallen by the wayside or been inconsistent from one year to the next, the fact of the matter is that he continually produces year in, year out is so impressive. In fantasy football, we're always trying to minimize risk, and that's what you do when you draft Antonio Brown. So a worthy award. I accept the award on Antonio Brown's.
I'll take it.
Well, you don't know if you necessarily.
All right. Well, you take this. I'll take the next one. Okay.
Talk about it afterwards. That is the Barry Awards. We appreciate you guys watching. For Daniel, myself, Strawman, the bearer of bad news, the bitter Barry, Crystal, and everyone here at the Barry Awards. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next year.